In this video, we're gonna go over 3 common shifting mistakes. All right guys, look, here we are. We're working on becoming better riders, and today we're gonna talk about shifting, which is one of the few things that you have to know how to do to ride the motorcycle, right? We commonly see shifting mistakes, and today we're just gonna go over 3 of them. Let's get after it. All right, the first one is gonna be mistiming your shifts, meaning shifting too fast, too quick, not matching your RPMs, and the same thing when you're shifting down. So the mistake here is you come out of a corner and that straightaway only requires 2 shifts up to be in the proper RPM for your speed, and you shift up 4 times and then you're lugging the bike and the bike has no power. You're on a 450 and you're holding it wide open, trying to clutch it to get it to the power. You've just shifted too many times. So practice going through the corner, shifting less, making sure you're in the meat of the power where it pulls the hardest to your needs. The second piece of that is coming into the corners, either shifting down too many times or not shifting at all. So if you shift down too many times, you get down to first gear, you've got tons of engine braking, if you're on a 450 or on a 4-stroke, I should say. And then if you don't shift down enough, you've got the bog, and you go from using your throttle to using your clutch and your throttle to try to get yourself back in that power. So it's just really a matter of seat time and trying what matches the speed that you're taking in each corner. That's different for everyone, and there's so many different corners and obstacles that you've got to match that speed to. So it's trial and error and seat time that's going to fix that. Remember, shifting too much up equals bog. Shifting down too much equals a high rev, too much torque. Before we go too much further, if you guys don't mind taking your time to hit the subscribe button down here, what that's gonna do is send you all the videos that we do. If you're into learning how to ride a motorcycle, you're gonna wanna hit that so your phone or whatever you're watching on gets a notification when we post a new video, which is weekly, so make sure you hit that. I'm going into the second step here. Second one is going to be improper setup, meaning that your controls or your shift lever is either too high or too low. If your shift lever is too high, meaning up here, it's gonna be hard for you to pull it. Okay, and then to go down with it high, you're almost gonna have to take your foot off the peg, so you're not gonna have any placement for your heel, and then be tapping it down with your toe, so then we're weighting one side of the bike and not the other. And then the vice versa will be, it's too low, you're gonna have to dig your toe under. When you dig your toe under, it's gonna push all your weight forward, and you may be in a section of the track that needs weight on that shock to get the back end to work. So you want to move it more neutral, put it in the middle. I have mine just a tick above foot peg level, and your shoe size is gonna dictate to where that is. If you've got a really small foot, sometimes it's nice to go right at level or just a tick below level. If you've got a really big foot and you need room to get under there without pushing all that weight forward, come up another notch or 2. They have little notches in them that you can move them incrementally, so just kind of feel out what works for your foot size. Third mistake is gonna be too aggressive on the controls. You don't need to slam this thing down and slam it up to get it to work. If you're moving all the controls properly, i.e. using your clutch to get the shift to come up, or using it to go down, or I don't use it going down, it's kind of just a preference, you have to come off RPMs either way. Either you're breaking that with the clutch, and you're kind of disengaging what needs to be disengaged down there to get that to free up. But the point of this is I see kids coming in all the time to get their bike in the neutral, and they're slamming down on the shifter to get it into first, and not understanding that, hey, it'll go down if you're moving the bike back and forth. Say you're sitting, just move it back and forth, shift it down lightly. You don't want to be just slamming on anything on the bike, right? So make sure that you're being gentle with your control down there and using it properly. If you're using it properly, you don't have to slam on it. Another thing, guys, we have a bunch of camps coming up here in Texas, and I know it's getting cold up north. So if you guys have the desire to come down and do some riding, we do some November camps, we do some December camps. Make sure you check out our website, put that at the bottom of the screen for them, themxfactory.com, click on camps, you can get some information. We'd love to see some of our subscribers at our camps. That would make us super happy. We could even do some video content on you guys while you're here of your improvements. It would be great. Come see us for some camps. We're all done for this video. If you did like this video and you want some more, we have plenty more. You can click over here to get to the next ones. And then we have our MX Factory Instagram, so it's at the MX Factory. Check that out. We got cool stuff going on there every week. Like, subscribe, and our Patreon account where you can make really small monthly donations to help grow this channel. We'll see you guys next time.